The mission to Mars. In a small town called Redwood, there lived a girl named Emma. Emma loved space and dreamed of becoming an astronaut one day. Her room was filled with books about planets, stars, and galaxies. She often imagined what it would be like to travel to distant worlds, especially Mars, the red planet. One day, while Emma was reading a book about Mars, she heard a knock on her window. She looked outside and saw a small, shiny spacecraft in her backyard. Excited and curious, Emma ran outside to see what it was. The door of the spacecraft opened, and a friendly robot stepped out. The robot had a sleek silver body, bright blue eyes, and a welcoming smile. "Hello, Emma. My name is Rover. I come from Mars. Can you help me with a special mission?" the robot asked. Emma was surprised but thrilled. "Hello, Rover. I'm Emma. I'd love to help you. What's the mission?" "My spacecraft needs some repairs, and I need help to finish my exploration of Mars. Would you like to come with me and see Mars?" Rover explained. Emma's eyes lit up with excitement. "Yes, I would love to." Rover and Emma entered the spacecraft. Emma sat in the co-pilot seat, and Rover started the engines. The spacecraft lifted off smoothly, and soon they were traveling through space. Emma looked out the window in awe as they passed by stars and planets. After a while, they reached Mars. The planet was a beautiful red color, with dusty landscapes and towering mountains. Emma could see canyons, valleys, and ancient riverbeds from above. "Welcome to Mars, Emma," Rover said. "Let's begin our exploration." They landed gently on the Martian surface. Emma put on a special spacesuit that Rover had brought for her, and they stepped out of the spacecraft. The ground was covered in red dust, and the sky had a pinkish hue. "First, let's check the solar panels," Rover said. "They help power the spacecraft and our equipment." Emma and Rover walked to the solar panels and cleaned off the dust that had accumulated. As they worked, Rover explained how the panels converted sunlight into energy. "Mars doesn't have as much sunlight as Earth, so we need to keep the panels clean to get as much power as possible," Rover said. Next, they visited an ancient crater. Rover had been collecting samples of Martian soil and rocks to study their composition. Emma helped Rover gather more samples and place them in special containers. "These samples will help scientists on Earth learn more about Mars and its history," Rover explained. As they explored, Emma noticed something shiny sticking out of the ground. "Rover, look over there. What's that?" she asked. Rover scanned the object with his sensors. "It looks like a piece of an old spacecraft. Let's dig it out and see what we can find." They carefully dug around the object and pulled it out of the ground. It was a small, metallic box with strange markings on it. This could be from an earlier mission. "Let's take it back to the spacecraft and examine it," Rover said. Back at the spacecraft, Rover connected the box to his computer. The screen lit up with data and images. "This is a treasure trove of information from a mission that took place many years ago. It will help us understand more about the early explorations of Mars," Rover said. Emma felt a sense of accomplishment. She had helped make an important discovery. "This is amazing, Rover. I can't wait to tell everyone back home about it," she said. After a long day of exploration, Emma and Rover returned to the spacecraft. They removed their spacesuits and sat down to rest. "Thank you for your help, Emma. You have been a great assistant," Rover said. "I've had the best day ever, Rover." "Thank you for bringing me to Mars," Emma replied with a smile. Rover and Emma started their journey back to Earth. As they traveled through space, Emma thought about everything she had seen and learned. She felt grateful for this incredible adventure. When they reached Earth, Rover landed the spacecraft gently in Emma's backyard. "Goodbye, Emma. Thank you for your help and your friendship," Rover said. "Goodbye, Rover. I'll never forget this adventure. Maybe one day we can explore more planets together," Emma replied. Rover smiled and handed Emma a small, red rock. "This is a piece of Mars for you. Keep it as a reminder of our mission." Emma took the rock and waved goodbye as Rover's spacecraft lifted off and disappeared into the night sky. Emma ran into her house, excited to tell her family about her amazing journey. They listened in awe as she described the spacecraft, Mars, and the discoveries they had made. From that day on, Emma kept the Mars rock on her bedside table. It glowed softly in the moonlight, reminding her of her intergalactic adventure. She continued to study space and dreamed of the day she would become an astronaut. The story of Emma's journey to Mars spread through Redwood, inspiring many children to look up at the stars and dream of space travel. Emma's adventure showed everyone that with curiosity and bravery, incredible adventures were possible. And so, Emma's love for space grew even stronger. She knew that the universe was full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and she was ready for all the future adventures that lay ahead. The young explorer's journey had just begun, and she was excited to see where her dreams would take her next.